Well, we've had a pretty incredible show today. I mean, the Lord's really reminded us that He is an ever-present help, that He goes with us wherever, goes before us, and that He had a plan for our lives before our life began. What were some of your takeaways, Danny?
You know, I think, Dr. Andrea, is that in persevering, that there are going to be obstacles. Yeah. Life is going to happen. Mm-hmm. And as some of my professors encourage us in our program, that, you know, life happens, but that's okay. It didn't catch the Lord by surprise. He's not at one bit surprised that that's what happened, and He's also every bit able to help you overcome.
That's right.
And so just a beautiful testimony from both Catalina and from our brother Lewis on how the Lord took something that the enemy intended for harm and is using it to practically change the world.
Yeah, and you're doing your PhD program right now. Danny, we haven't mentioned that before, but if you are watching this, join us in praying for Danny as he continues on and perseveres through that. We want to know what's important to you. We want to know what topics that we can cover that are at the intersection of faith and education. How does our faith impact our view about educational standards? And we know that we feel a strong calling at the Faith and Education Coalition to equip the church to love the Lord with all of our minds, as Luke 10:27 tells us. And it's a reiteration of something the Lord tells us in Deuteronomy. And so, you know, we do a good job as a church so often with bringing our Latino passion to loving the Lord with all of our hearts and our soul and our strength. But sometimes our mind has been a missing message that we believe the Lord is encouraging the church to grab a hold of. And we heard such a powerful message from Lewis and Caro today about doing just that, persevering and obeying that call that Jesus gives us to love Him with the entirety of our minds.
And all the members of the church, the children, the parents, the grandparents, every generation has impact. And so please remember that you're never too old or too young to impact and change the culture of the church.